So Tom is being recognized this evening for his work in promoting Italian genealogy. Tom co-founded the Cleveland chapter of Point, which means pursuing our Italian names together, but it's now known as CHOW, Cleveland Italian Ancestry Organization. He has served as the president since its founding in 2008. Tom has researched his own family heritage to 6 generations and has lectured to local genealogy groups on Italian family history research and the use of newspapers in genealogy. For the last 15 years, Tom has been a volunteer assistant at the Family History Center in Westlake. Although born and raised in Schenectady, New York, Tom has become an integral part of the Cleveland Italian American community. See up here. So on behalf of the Cleveland Italian American Heritage Committee, I want to thank you for your work in promoting and preserving Italian heritage and culture.
I really became interested in learning about my Italian roots at a young age. Unfortunately, my last grandparent died when I was only 14 years old, but I was able to hear some stories of what life was like in the old country growing up. He came from Sicily. My other grandfather came from an area near Naples. But just hearing about how they grew up in the Italian countryside and leaving that beautiful countryside to come to America was just an amazing risk from my standpoint. And I was able to go back and visit in the early 80s to see what the old country looked like. And I was about the same age as my grandparents when they came to America, so I was just amazed that they were able to do that trip at such a young age and take the risk, like I said, that they did. I'm very humbled by this. It's a great honor. There's so many other candidates who had made major contributions to culture in the Cleveland area. But obviously, it's like I say, very humbling to be, and also to follow in the footsteps with some of the other members of my Italian genealogy group, Pamela Durazio-Dean and also Connie Sanchetta, who are past recipients of the award here. So to earn this distinction and follow in their footsteps is really heartwarming to me. I think, most importantly to me, I think doing genealogy is something that I would strongly encourage for many Italian Americans. You find out, you can confirm some stories that maybe your grandparents relate to you to see if they're actually true or not. And I think, importantly, you see it's the essence of who you are. So I think, just doing that, I look at myself more as a facilitator for that group because so many people, we have some people, just a great group of people that I work with. And you find out there's some connections made. Some people might be distant relatives that they weren't aware of until they met. Connections coming from the same towns. So it's really a great group, and I'm glad I was able to be the opportunity just to facilitate it. But like I say, it was really the work of others that made it possible. The advice I would give to young Italian Americans as it pertains to discovering your Italian roots is to get started early. Because I think a lot of people get started with genealogy at an older age when they have more time, when they're retired. But unfortunately, at that time, a lot of the people that you need to talk to and hear the stories of your heritage unfortunately are no longer with us. So I would say that's very important for them to get started early, talk to as many people as you can, join our group because we're always looking for new people. We work together and can help you with your looking for your Italian heritage. The one word that I would use to describe Italian American is probably genuine, because at least in my family, when somebody was sad, you knew they were sad. When they were happy, you knew they were happy. And when they're mad, I think you would say you knew they were mad. And that was usually followed by a wooden spoon spanking if they were mad. So I think the genuine, it's hard to distill it down to just one word, but I think genuine would be the word I would use to describe Italian American.